And the Manhattan District Attorney is expected to propose next steps in President-elect Trump's hush money case. Trump was set to be sentenced on his 34-count conviction last week, but the judge delayed his decision after defense attorneys moved to dismiss the case. Senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katersky joins me now for more on that. Aaron, so Trump's attorneys say dismissing this case is necessary to avoid unconstitutional impediments to President Trump's ability to govern. Prosecutors are agreeing that these circumstances are unprecedented, and they had asked for extra time to advise the court about next steps. So what happens now? What does the judge need to consider, and how much weight will that advice from the prosecutors hold? Let's
see what the prosecutors say. If they come out within the hour, Diane, and say, you know what, forget it, dismiss the case because this is just impractical at this point, well, then the judge probably has an easier decision than if the prosecutors say the conviction should stand, but maybe Trump could be sentenced later, like in 4 years. And then the defense would probably fight that, and the judge would have a lot more to consider.
What are the possible outcomes here, and how likely is it that the president-elect could be sentenced to jail time before the inauguration?
Well, it seems highly unlikely he would be sentenced to jail time. I can't imagine a scenario where a president-elect of the United States is spending any time behind bars, no matter how long or short. There could be a scenario, I suppose, where the judge moves forward with sentencing, which amounts to a slap on the wrist. But even that, I would think his defense attorneys would fight. So the only two real options, I think, are to preserve the conviction but sentence him in, say, 2029, or toss the whole thing out and just move on.
And if they move to sentence him in 2029, what kind of sentence are we talking about?
Well, the same things would be on the table. On the 34-count conviction for falsifying business records, he could, in theory, face up to 4 years in jail. Whether the judge would go that far or not, we're not sure. Prosecutors were set to make a recommendation, but that was before Trump won the election.
Right.
Now, this recommendation may be a little different.
All right, senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katersky. Aaron, thank you.